Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Still on his feet. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Ewers. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got the first down and more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The give to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Back open in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw it on 1st down. Still look, and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
On the move, it's Harrell. Got his man quickly, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Quarterback gets past the marker. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
That DB had a different story. He had something to say, coming up, making a physical tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
As a quarterback.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score. And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The back goes in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Shows him the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Power football with the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught near the sticks. It's Blackwell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Blackwell. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Makes a connection. Touchdown, North Carolina! What a grab and go for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Blackwell. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Ewers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Gonna run it. It's Baxter. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Jones.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's going to pass on second down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field. It's Ewers. Fires on the move. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Keeps looking downfield. Finds a tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
And I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
And the Tar Heels will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Quickly complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Harrell. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Tar Heels! And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Using his legs, it's Blue. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Longhorns are on the move. They'll switch it up here and looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run it to the right. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A third down play to open up this quarter. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. On second down, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Hands it off.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Give to the single back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Bond. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the connection. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Movement here from the tight end. The give and the run on 4th down. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Blackwell. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here comes the two-point try. Back to throw, it's Harrell. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Quarterback checking off. And again, miscommunication on the snap count. Early movement, and they'll get him for a false start. The offense set for a first down play. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field,